It's really important to not view training as a punishment of yourself. And that's really challenging because as a young kid, a lot of your activities are geared towards rewards and punishments. And this doesn't really change as you get older. But a lot of people develop the habit when they're younger of the more I punish myself, the better I will be. And, you probably need to talk to like developmental psychologists to better explain why that feeling exists. But the way it manifests itself is, people getting into professions that essentially work them to the bone and they feel okay about that, or controlling their eating in an unhealthy way, or exercising too much. And so really the underlying issue for a lot of those people is the belief that an increase in self-punishment will relate to an increase in self-worth. And it does take a while to kind of pivot away from that sort of mindset and to start seeing training more as an input-output mechanism where you will not get better simply by punishing yourself more. You need to train an amount that your body can sustain and grow from. And that's how you will gain worth. And that's how you will gain health.
Yes, well said. Is running compatible with weightlifting? You can do both at the same time, as long as it depends on what type of running you're doing. If you're lifting and then going for a 10-mile run or even a 5-mile run, there's probably chances that you could enter catabolic states at that point, and you're kind of defeating the purpose of weightlifting. It depends on how much you're running. For me, for example, if I'm just looking to warm my body up, I'll go for a mile jog and I'll just feel good. I'll have like all the endorphins running through my body, and then I'll do my lift, and that doesn't really affect my muscle gains. But I used to make the mistake of going really hard on the cardio and then lifting, and that was just completely counteracting the whole point of me building muscle. Because, think about it, like if you're running for long distances, your body naturally doesn't want to hold on to weight. So it doesn't want to hold on to fat or muscle or whatever. But the purpose of weightlifting is you want to build muscle, you want to gain density. And so it just like, you're kind of confusing the body at that point. So it just depends. As long as you're very mindful about how much running you're doing with the weightlifting, it's totally fine. I think sometimes the fitness community overhypes the whole like, oh, you're going into a catabolic state if you just like do this. If you do cardio, you're going to go into a catabolic state. It's like, no, it just depends on how much. You can do a little bit of cardio and be fine.